Hello friends, now we are going to study the sixth chapter of the subject of OC, the social responsibility of business. And in this we will study the social responsibility of business towards the employees and consumers. Let's start it now. Social responsibility of business towards employees and consumers. Social responsibility of business implies the obligation of the management of business enterprise to protect the interest of the society. Business depends on society for inputs like money, means, and skills, and also for market where products have to be sold to the customers. Business depends on society for existence and encouragement. Being so much dependent on society, business has a responsibility towards different segments of society. Though profit making is one of main objective of business, but it has to satisfy employees, consumers, government, community, investors, owners also. Friends, we have studied in the previous lecture the responsibility of business towards owners and investors. And now let's start to study the responsibility of business towards the employees and consumers. Responsibility of business towards employees. First we see responsibility of business towards employees. Employees are human resource to the organization. They must be treated with dignity and respect. Employees are human resource to the organization. Employees are said to be the true asset of an organization. Business needs employees or workers to work for it. These employees put their best efforts for the benefit of the business. So, it is a responsibility of every business to take care of the interest of their employees. If the employees are satisfied and efficient, then the only business can be successful. So, employees must be treated with dignity and respect. The management and employees should develop mutual understanding and trust. Government has passed various labor laws to safeguard the interest of employees. So business has following responsibility towards employees. First, job security. Second, fair remuneration. Third, health and safety measures. Fourth, good working condition. Fifth, recognition of trade union. Sixth, education and training. Seventh, workers' participation in management. Eighth, promotion and career opportunities. 9, proper grievance procedure. And 10, miscellaneous. Let's see first job security. Security of job provides mental peace and employees can work with full dedication. Employees should get guarantee of employment. Security of job provides mental peace and employees can work with full dedication and concentration. Commitment with the work will raise their moral and loyalty towards the organization. So the first responsibility of organization towards its employees is to ensure that they are happy and satisfied with their job. Next, fair remuneration. The business should pay attractive salary to employees and other incentives like bonus, overtime, allowances, etc. should be given to employees. And remuneration should be fixed according to the nature of work. The business organization should also adopt suitable wage plans and revision of wages from time to time. Next, health and safety measures. Protect health and hygiene of employees. Business should protect health and hygiene of employees. Facility must be provided to the workers. In it, canteen facilities, medical facilities, and proper sanitation must be provided to the workers. Proper maintenance of machines and premises must be done to prevent accidents and to control pollution. Safety equipment should be provided like hand gloves, safety shoes, helmets, goggles, masks, etc. should be provided to the concerned employees. Fourth, good working condition. The employee should be provided with good working condition. That is, the business organization must provide good working conditions such as adequate lighting, ventilation, safe drinking water, etc. and necessary steps should be taken to avoid pollution. That is air pollution, water pollution, sound pollution. There should be proper working hours with lunch break and rest pauses, etc. Next, recognition of trade union to maintain industrial peace. Business organization must recognize the workers' right to join trade union. Employers should not restrict employees from forming trade union. So management should sort out workers' problem by holding talks or negotiations with trade union. Management and trade union should agree to ban strikes and lockouts to protect interest of both the party. It is the responsibility of business organization to maintain industrial peace. Management and union should agree to protect interest of the both parties. Next, education and training. Make every possible attempt to educate employees. The business organizations are expected to educate the employees through guidance and training according to the nature of job. For that purpose, they conducted introduction training and refresher training to keep employees updated on the latest development. Training makes employees confident and also it increases their efficiency. Next, see the workers' participation in management. The workers must be encouraged to take part in management. The business organization must encourage the worker to participate in the management through formation of workers' committee. Management should also encourage suggestions, schemes, profit sharing to raise employees' morale and to give them sense of belongingness. Next, promotion and career opportunities. Opportunities of promotion to talented employees, that is increase awareness among employees and motivated to take efforts. That business should offer adequate opportunities of promotion to their talented employees. Organizations should give proper information regarding qualifications, skill and experience needed to get promotion. It will increase awareness among employees and they will also be motivated to take efforts and to perform better. Proper grievance procedure. Proper grievance procedure to handle employees' complaints. The business organizations are expected to lay down proper grievance procedure to handle employees' problems, complaints, queries without any delay. All queries should be sorted quickly. Investigation and necessary action should be taken to settle their grievances. The employees must feel satisfied. Miscellaneous. Give fair treatment to all employees. To recognize, appreciate and encourage special skills of employees. To introduce code of conduct. To provide opportunity for meaningful work and to recognize goal. To protect religious, social, political rights of employees. This is the responsibility of business towards the employees. Here we have completed the responsibility of business towards employees. Now let's see the responsibility of business towards consumers. The consumer is the king of market. Business cannot work without consumer. The survival and growth of business depends on consumer satisfaction, service and support. The commercial organization should win the confidence of the customers. This is possible by following positive attitude towards customers and fulfilling following social responsibility towards them. First is good quality products. Second, fair prices. Third, customer safety. Fourth, honest advertising. After sales service. Research and development. Seventh, regular supply. 8, attend complaints. 9, training. And 10, avoid customer exploitation. Let's see first good quality products. Produce good quality products, that is produce quality goods. The organization should produce quality goods and supply good quality products and services. To improve the quality, every business unit must have quality control department to reject inferior and substandard product. And International Standard Organization, that is ISO, is the latest trend towards quality control. This ensures customers about quality products. So providing good quality products to customer is a responsibility of business towards customers. Next, see fair prices. The consumer should not be cheated by charging high prices. The organization must charge fair and reasonable prices for its goods. Fair prices convert a one-time consumer into permanent consumer. Maximum retail price, that is MRP, inclusive of all taxes, should be printed on every packet. It is not possible to fool the customer at all the time. So retailer should not charge any extra amount. Next, customer safety. Unsafe product should not be marketed. Consumer should be warned of any unsafe goods. The business must ensure that the product supply will not adversely affect the life and health of the customers. Unsafe products should not be marketed. Consumers should be warned of any unsafe goods. Fourth, honest advertising. Avoiding false, misleading advertisement. Consumers will appreciate only honest advertisement. Advertisement conveys the information of product, their facts, features, advantages, side effects, etc. Customer know the information of product through this advertisement. So the organization must be sure that the advertisement is not being misleading. So organization should be avoid misleading advertisement and do not mislead the consumers. Consumer will appreciate only honest advertisement in the long run. Next, after sales service. To provide after sales service, it has to establish good relation between the consumers and the organization. The organization is expected to provide after sales service for maintenance of good goods during the period of warranty. Here warranty means a warranty is a written guarantee issued to the purchaser of product by its manufacturer, promising to repair or replace the product if necessary within a specified period of time. That organization expect to provide after sales service for maintenance of goods during the period of warranty. Efficient and effective after sales service has to establish good relation between the consumers and the organization. Next, research and development. Conduct research and development program and provide quality standards on respective products. Organization should conduct research and development to improve the quality of goods and to reduce the cost of production. This will minimize final prices charged to consumers. It must provide quality standards such as BIS or AGMARK on respective products. BIS certification is a means for providing third-party guarantee of quality, safety and reliability of product to the customer. And AGMARK is a certification mark employed on agriculture products, assuring that they conform to set of standards approved by Department of Agriculture. So it must provide quality standards such as BIS or AGMARK on respective products. Next, regular supply. Regular supply of goods should not create artificial shortage of goods. The business organization must supply goods and services to the consumers regularly as and when they require. The commercial organization should not create artificial shortage of goods by hoarding and black marketing. Attend complaints. Complaints must be attended immediately. Effective grievances redressal system should be implemented. The consumer complaint must be attended immediately, and the business organization must attend to the complaints of customers for defective products, faulty repair work, delayed delivery of goods, non-compliance of guarantee or warranty. These complaints must be attended without delay. Training. Arrange training for consumers. The business organization should arrange training for their consumers either free or by charging reasonable fees. Next, avoid customer exploitation. Avoid unfair trade practices, avoid monopolistic competition. Business should avoid unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practices like underweighing the products, adulteration, etc. must be avoided, which lead to exploitation of consumers. So, business should avoid unfair trade practices, and they should avoid monopolistic competition in the interest of consumers. Business organization should adopt and encourage fair trade practices in the market. Here we have studied the social responsibility of business towards employees and consumers. In next lecture, we will see the social responsibility of business towards remaining interest groups. Thank you.